All right, up next is a battle in the women's flyweight division between top 7 ranked contenders, top 10 ranked contenders. In the number 4 ranked Lauren Murphy, who comes into the fight with a record of 16 victories and 5 defeats, going up against the number 6 ranked former strawweight champion, former flyweight title challenger in Jessica Bate Estaca Andrade, who comes in with a record of 23 victories and 9 defeats. I'm going to be honest, this is an interesting one. I think a lot of people are going to immediately see Andrade and just pick her right off the bat and be like, oh, she's going to knock out Lauren Murphy, this and that. And I completely understand where you're coming from, and I might make that same pick as well. But I'm going to give you a little bit more information before I give you my pick for the fight. Andrade fought the better competition, but Murphy's not a slouch, man. I think people are discrediting Murphy's ability to fight, or her fighting style and stuff like that. I think he can give Andrade some trouble. She's 16-5 overall, is lucky Lauren Murphy. And, out of those 16 victories, she has 7 wins by decision, 8 by KO, TKO, 1 by submission. Out of her 5 losses, she's only been TKO'd 1 time, and that was against the flyweight champion in Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko, who also TKO'd her opponent in this fight, in Jessica Andrade. Other than that, her losses come by way of decision. She's very durable. Going into Lauren Murphy's last fight, she won a unanimous decision over Miesha Tate back in July of 2022. Prior to that, it was a 4th round TKO to Valentina Shevchenko, but she made it to the 4th round. She lasted longer than Andrade did against Valentina. Then you look at her fight before that, she won a split decision over Joanne Calderwood. Before that, a rear naked choke in the 2nd round over Lilia Shakirova. Before that, it was a unanimous decision over Roxanne Modafferi. A split decision win over Andre Ali. A TKO over Mara Romero Barella in the 3rd round, which isn't the greatest win. I mean, Mara Romero Barella is kind of I don't know. She lost to Shajara Eubanks, which doesn't look the greatest. considering Eubanks' record, I believe, is 7-7 or something like that. Isn't it 7-7? Let me see. 7-7. I was right. She lost via unanimous decision back in June of 2018. Before that, split decision win over Barb Honchak. For the most part, Lauren Murphy is going to make a lot of these fights close. And I know her name's Lucky, but sometimes she gets lucky on the decisions. She looked good against Miesha Tate, but again, it was a close fight. She got dominated by Valentina Shevchenko, but she hung in there. She stuck it out till the 4th round until she couldn't hang in there anymore. Murphy doesn't do anything extremely technical. She doesn't do anything super well. A lot of jabs, a lot of double jab right hand, a lot of movement. She's very, elusive on the feet, but not in a good way. She's very herky-jerky is the best way to put it. Moving in and out, moving left and right, landing a couple shots, trying to jab, inside low kick, jab, outside low kick, jab, right hand, left hook, slip, roll, move, bam, push you up against the cage, make it a dirty fight. And the only way that Murphy is going to beat Andrade is to make it a dirty, nasty fight. She has to get in her face, push her up against the cage, knees in the clinch, elbows over the top, break her down, knees to the body, stomp on her toes, elbows over the top in the clinch, to try to toss her around, get into close range, because if you stay far enough away at a distance, it's only going to be a matter of time before Andrade cuts you off, slips to the outside, comes back with a left hook, slips inside, comes over the top with a right hand, slips inside, works the left hook to the body, and she's going to eventually slow you down, cut you off, and bombard you and land a barrage up against the cage. And it's no different here. You look at Jessica Andrade in terms of her flyweight division record. The only person she's lost to at flyweight is the champion in Valentina Shevchenko. Now, Lauren Murphy lasted longer than Andrade did against Valentina Shevchenko. Andrade got finished in the 2nd round via TKO inside the crucifix, came back with a 1st round TKO over Cynthia Calvillo, and then a arm triangle choke, a standing arm triangle choke submission, the only standing arm triangle choke submission in the UFC over Amanda Lemos back at strawweight. That was in round 1 at 3 minutes and 13 seconds. And that's a good win. It's a really good win for Andrade. I picked Lemos over Andrade in that fight, and she shut her down early, but she was having some trouble with the speed and the technical ability of Lemos. But even winning that, Lemos just defeated Marina Rodriguez. I think it was via 4th round TKO, standing TKO. The ref jumped in, stopped the fight. I picked Marina Rodriguez to defeat Lemos there. But, before that loss to Shevchenko, she TKO'd or KO'd Caitlin Chukagian with shots to the body. So she's 2 And 2-1 at 125 pounds. Only loss coming to Shevchenko. Her 2 wins over Calvillo and Chookagian come via KO TKO. And then the finish over Amanda Lemos was at 115 pounds. That was via standing arm triangle choke in the first round. Look, I don't really see a way that Murphy wins this fight. I could see you saying, oh, she's going to outpace her. She's going to outwork her. She's going to outvolume her over 15 minutes. I know that she's durable. I know that she's, a very tough girl is Lauren Murphy. And the only time she got finished, at least recently, was the TKO loss to Valentina Shevchenko, and she lasted longer than Andrade did. So based on MMA math, you would think that Andrade wouldn't be able to finish her. I think Andrade can definitely finish her. I think Andrade is going to work the body. I think it's going to be tough early on, but eventually Andrade is going to close that distance, crash the pocket, push Murphy up against the cage, and start to work her body shots, start to work the hooks up top to the head, the overhands, the uppercuts. I do see a world where Murphy kind of outpoints her, pushes her up against the cage, makes it dirty, and maybe tires her out and steals the second and third round, and wins the fight that way. But I don't think she's going to be able to stay safe for 15 minutes against Andrade. I know she's durable. I know she never gets finished, but I think if anybody can finish her aside from Shevchenko, it's Jessica Andrade. And like I said, I know you're going to say that, well, Murphy lasted longer than Andrade did against Shevchenko. Yeah, and you would be correct, and I could see your point there, but I think the speed and power of Andrade is going to be too much. I think she's going to work the body, work the left hook up top to the head. She has very good slips with her head movement. She rolls too, kind of like a bob and weave, but her slipping and countering is very good. Slipping outside the jab, coming back with the right hand. Slipping inside, left hook to the body, left hook up top to the head. Slip inside, jab. Slip inside, boom, boom, boom. Throw some combinations. Andrade is very good with her head movement. And I think that's going to be a problem for Murphy. I think it's going to be awkward for Murphy to try to get, into the range that she needs to be at. And even if she gets in the clinch against Andrade, I know Murphy's very strong. She's durable. She's tough. She makes the fights dirty. But, I don't think she's nearly as strong as Andrade. And I think Andrade is going to be able to outpower her in the clinch, whether it's the double unders, whether it's the over-under clinch positions. I think she's going to be able to overpower her. I think she's going to be able to take her down if she needs to. But to be honest, I think it's just going to be a matter of time before Andrade finds a shot that hurts Murphy, and she's going to put her out. I think she's going to take her out. I think she continues the finishing streak. Andrade is such a heavy favorite on the money line. I think she's like minus 500, minus 450, somewhere around there. Yeah, minus 450 to plus 360 for lucky Lauren Murphy. That's exactly what Murphy has to be in this fight, is lucky. Maybe she gets a lucky decision, makes it close, but I don't think she lasts all 15. And I think eventually just the stalking pressure, Andrade is kind of like a Michael Myers. She's going to stalk you. She's going to walk you down. You're going to try to get her off of you. Murphy's going to try to land some combinations, try to push her off, try to work in the clinch. And I just think no matter what Murphy does, she's not going to be able to get the job done here. Like I said, I could see a world where maybe Murphy's stronger than Andrade thinks inside the clinch, and she ties her up, pushes her against the cage, and keeps her there for a majority of the fight and wins. But anytime they're at striking range, Andrade is going to beat Lauren Murphy. And I think it's like I said, she's going to walk her down. She's going to stalk her like the Michael Myers of the strawweight division, or the flyweight division, I'm sorry. She's going to find some good shots. She's going to land up top to the head, work the body. I think the body shots are going to be the best weapon for Andrade, because it's not going to be easy to finish Murphy to the head, but I think she's vulnerable to the body, just like Caitlin Chookagian was, and, kind of like Cynthia Calvillo was, but Calvillo got hurt more to the head. She's going to stalk her. She's going to work the body, left hook to the body, right hook to the body, left hook up top to the head, right hook to the head, jab, left hook, slip, left hook to the body, left hook up top, right hand. And she's going to eventually just walk her down, push her up against the cage, and finish her. I think it's going to be similar to the Cynthia Calvillo finish, but I think Murphy's going to last a little bit longer, but she's going to go into that second round and get stopped by Andrade. So my pick is the number 6 ranked flyweight in Jessica Bate-Estaca Andrade to defeat the number 4 ranked lucky Lauren Murphy via second round TKO. Stalk her, walk her down, be the Michael Myers of the strawweight division, work the body, work up top to the head, and eventually get her out of there. Maybe if you want to be, if you're chasing the odds, you play Andrade by decision because of how durable Murphy is. But like I said, I know Shevchenko's the only one to get her out of there, but if anybody else can do it, it's Jessica Andrade. So I'm going to go with her getting another finish at flyweight and getting her out of there in the second round via TKO.